This video is brought to you by our beautiful sponsor, BeautifulHalo.com. Check out whatever your heart desires. Hoodies, shirts, pants, and even jackets. They have it all. We all would like to wear some nice clothing, right? Well, Beautiful Halo is the perfect place for that. They have apparel in the styles of many well-favorited animes such as JoJo, Dragon Ball, Black Clover, One Punch Man, and My Hero Academia. They have with many more items to choose from. If you're like the 1% who personally hates anime or just aren't into it despite being on this channel, then they've got you covered too, with a bunch of stuff for cartoons, movies, shows, and comics, along with popular names like Star Wars, SpongeBob, Marvel, DC, and Rick and Morty. They have hundreds of different items of clothing to fit your style so that you can feel like you in public, or just around the house. What are you waiting for? Go check out BeautifulHalo.com and use code MEME for 10% off your next purchase. Remember, MEME, I repeat, use code MEME for 10% off your next purchase. Again, a huge thanks to Beautiful Halo for being our sponsor. Hey, what is up mortals? It's Patrick here, and before we get into today's video, I'd like to thank the supporters on Patreon. Their support means a lot. A link to the Patreon will be linked in the description below, as well as a link to the Discord group chat, where you can talk to me and other mortals like yourself. There are quite a few people there already, and it'd be awesome if you join us.
In this what if, Todoroki and Yaoyorozu are going to be swapped roles in a way. In this what if, Todoroki lived a happy life growing his abilities at a comfortable rate, not being forced to train hard by his dad like in canon. Although Yaoyorozu, instead of having her happy life, her parents are kind of asses and she was pushed by them to constantly study and be the best at everything. She's also kind of a delinquent, getting into fights and not being the best kid, but also gets amazing grades. They both get recommendations to enter UA like in canon. The first noticeable difference is Todoroki doesn't have a scar and is being open, trying to make lots of friends, while Yaoyorozu isn't, instead just keeping to himself. Nothing different happens from canon, unlike the practical test where Todoroki gets second, as well as congratulating everyone on their feat. As well, Yaoyorozu only uses her quirk enough to not get last, not enjoying using her quirk, and seeming like it brought her some pain when she used it. Yaoyorozu also was pissed off when Aizawa stopped Bakugo when he was about to attack Midoriya, and when Aizawa said that no one was going home. This makes Aizawa keep a close eye on her, making him think she might have some issues he needs to come to terms with. We then jump to the hero versus villain training exercise where Yaoyorozu is excited to fight. Todoroki does the same feigning as canon, freeing his enemies in place, but unlike in canon, when he walks in, he says sorry to the people he froze in place, and once winning, he unfreezes them quickly. Yaoyorozu, on the other hand, makes things what she thinks will be perfect against the other team, and which will probably cause him a lot of pain. She does this because she wants to have others feel at least some of her pain. She then wins with her teammate also saying that how she didn't need him. Yaoyorozu is like trying to stop Bakugo from saying, if you're gonna quit after losing one time, you can never become a hero, so it's better you did it now instead of it when it really matters. As well, trying to cheer him up for the loss, saying how we all will lose at some point. This is actually something that holds him back a little bit, and when he leaves later than he did in canon, but still before school is actually over. Events go the same as canon up until the USJ arc, where Yaoyorozu isn't excited for fake training saving people. When the villains show up, Todoroki and Yaoyorozu are concerned. They, with the rest of the students, try to run, but the portal guy teleports Todoroki and Yaoyorozu to the same places as in canon. Todoroki takes them all out quickly like in canon, but he checks if any of the students are around, checking that Hagakure is okay before trying to get information from the villains. Yaoyorozu, on her hand, gets there and makes some weapons to fight with, as well refusing to make the sheet select Kaminari to use his powers to his full extent. So she does this because she thinks that she doesn't need any help. They get captured by the villains, eventually being overwhelmed by them. Todoroki helps All Might like in canon, and the villains that Yaoyorozu's group fought get let go because they were used as leverage. Although Jiro gets her headphone jacks cut off, destroying her chance of becoming a hero since she can no longer use her quirk. They allow Jiro to stay in the hero course for at least the rest of the semester, since there are some mutant quirks that can eventually regenerate. UA gives Jiro the rest of the semester to see if her quirk is like that. This makes Yaoyorozu think that she might actually need people's help, think that this is all her fault, and that she isn't like All Might, who could take them all out by herself. Going back to UA, after a couple of days given to the students, Yaoyorozu starts opening up to her classmates and gains some true friends. Although she's not fully opening up to them. She also tries to befriend Jiro, but she isn't forgiving, as her saying if they don't come back, her dream was taken by her. Class as well was confronted by a large portion of the school where Yaoyorozu tried to force away through, but was blocked. Getting pissed off, she made a rubber bat, hitting her way out of the crowd, getting some of her feelings out from the talk with Jiro. Deku and Todoroki went around apologizing to people, but this kind of impressed Bakugo. After this, she was brought before Principal Nezu and Aizawa, being given 2 days of in-school suspension, or ISS. They also say that she most likely would have been expelled if not for what just happened, and the guilt she must have put on herself. After Yaoyorozu's couple days in ISS, she came back on the day before the sports festival. She gets less tender prepared than the others, not feeling quite ready, but having to do it anyway. For a sports festival, Momo gets a call from her parents and that she better get first and not to disappoint them. Although on the other side of the spectrum, Todoroki gets a pep talk from his dad, saying how no matter his placement, he'll be proud and just try your best. The festival starts the same, but when it comes to Yaoyorozu, she makes a pair of shoes that help her get a grip on any surface. Where like in Canon, Todoroki frees people to the ground, she just keeps on running without even being phased, as well making a staff to high jump over the people in her path. So Yaoyorozu is so close behind Todoroki, she's able to get under the robot he throws like in Canon. Then, when it comes to the part where they're in those pits, she also makes a very large staff, launches herself across the whole obstacle. This gives Todoroki an idea where he makes a large chunk of ice, getting him high up and then sliding down to making a ramp that launches him into the next area. The next area's only difference is that instead of Todoroki and Bakugo just fighting, it's them and Yaoyorozu all duking it out. And when Midoriya launches herself, it works like in canon. Midoriya getting first, then Bakugo, Todoroki, then Yaoyorozu. Yaoyorozu teams up with Bakugo and they both want to take Midoriya and Todoroki down with any means necessary. So I know she replaces Ashio as part of this team in this case. Their plan is very similar as in canon. The difference is that Yaoyorozu made a very large weighted net that would pull down Midoriya's team when they try to fly away. Bakugo throws down a net onto them, holding them down, also pressing too much weight on them, where Ochako couldn't touch it, being more concerned with not dropping Midoriya. Before Bakugo's team can get 1 million point headband though, a giant wall of ice appears in front of them. The headband then gets taken by Todoroki's group. Although Midoriya and Tokoyami are able to grab free of the other headbands without noticing. They don't notice because Bakugo exploded his way up the wall, screaming, "Die, icy hot bastard," but right before he can reach them, the timer goes off. Just for simplicity's sake, the teams that made it through are going to stay the same, as well as some of the fights. The only fights that are different are the ones that have Momo and Todoroki. In the fight where Todoroki fights Zero, instead of him making a huge amount of ice, he just funnels him with flames, burning any tape shot at him, and then freezes his leg. For the fight of Momo versus Tokoyami, she's actually able to do more things than just a shield. She actually asked Midoriya before the battle for advice on how to beat Tokoyami. All Midoriya said was try and move quick and don't give Tokoyami any space. This gives Momo the idea to throw a smoke bomb to make it so he can't see her as well, throw a rubber spear at him to distract him. Tokoyami is able to block the spear and use Dark Shadow to clear out the smoke, although before he can realize it, Momo's behind him with Metal Staff hitting him hard. This dazes Tokoyami, hitting him close to the edge of the ring, but Dark Shadow grabs Momo in the opening she left after the attack, throwing her out of the ring before she could react. Once she hits the ground out of the range, she starts to cry, whispering to herself that I can't do anything right, running out of the arena weeping. Bakugo sees this and actually goes up to check on her, not saying anything to the others. He finds Momo in the second prep room, sitting with her so she isn't crying by herself, sitting with her until he had to go up to his fight. His fight goes like in canon, but when he's done, he goes back to check on Momo. When Bakugo shows up, Momo vents to Bakugo about how her parents couldn't even come down to watch, but when they heard that she didn't make it to the finals, they had the audacity to call her, lecturing her on the loss. Bakugo tells her how her parents are just asses, that then helps calm her down, and where they then rejoin the others right before the next fight. Todoroki says to Midoriya before the fight, good luck, and before the fight starts he shouts, may the better man win. When the fight starts, Todoroki gets the same thing as he can, launching lots of ice at him, not really concerned with Midoriya because he thinks he wouldn't damage his body for this. Being surprised when Midoriya uses a smash, breaking his fingers slowly like in canon. Unlike in canon, Midoriya doesn't have to try to get through him to accept that his fire quirk is his. This gives Midoriya the whole fight to try to win. Midoriya pushes forward with each smash. Todoroki moving forward as well because of the fact that he's worried that the relentless amount of smash will launch him out of the ring. Midoriya keeps relentlessly making smashes all for almost 2 minutes until he is close where Todoroki uses his fire to push him back. This fire slightly burns Midoriya, but he flicks 2 smashes with some of his long broken fingers at him, launching Todoroki into sands where the audience is watching. After Todoroki gets launched into sands and Midoriya gets crowned the winner, he walks back to his side, collapsing the second he walks out of his side of the ring. Everyone that is watching in awe as Midoriya and Todoroki get carried out of the arena into the nervous office where his fellow classmates run to check up on him, at least the ones who were already eliminated from the sports festival. The fight goes the same up to where Midoriya would be fighting Ida, where Midoriya is unable to fight, and Ida drops out thinking he thinks he doesn't deserve the win. After this, Bakugo gets first, and Tokoyami gets second, and Midoriya gets third, which Ida gave to him. After the sports festival, their classes go back into swinging things, although there is a sort of change in some people. Momo and Bakugo have gotten closer, hanging out and whatnot. Todoroki seems more stoic, thinking he could have won the fight with Midoriya if he hadn't underestimated him, as well as thinking that the loss could have disappointed his dad in some way who Todoroki looks up to a lot more than in canon. After Sports Festival, Jiro woke up feeling a sharp pain in her ears. When she feels around, she feels the butt end of an earphone jack coming out, and she starts to cry. A couple days later, the class chooses the hero names, which stay the same. The reason that Todoroki doesn't have a hero name is that he had no idea what he wanted to be called, nor wanting to take up the chance of his class time. Okay, thank you all for watching the video to the end. Now, there's a few things that I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, I'd like to let you all know that we have a merch store. Some of the items in it are only available for a limited amount of time. So if you're interested, go into the description and check it out. Each purchase helps us make more content. Secondly, I'd like to thank our $5 plus Patreon supporters for helping to fund these videos. And lastly, on behalf of We Celestials, I'd like to thank the writer for this video, as well as the editor for this video. Their details will be in the description. If you're a voice actor, editor, or writer, or you're interested in becoming one of those, go to Discord as in the description of this video and hit one of the head of those areas. We're always looking for new members to join us. So thank you all for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're interested, and hit that like button if you like the video. Up until next time, peace out, mortals. Have an amazing day.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining.